kombinasyon niyan ay yung vision order. And that's the biggest achievement, the most important achievement na ginawa ng local government headed by Governor Sabutan. Kaya naman ay mga investors pumapasok, iba ng tingin sa Sulu, iba ng tingin sa probinsya at dahil mapayapa na ang Sulu ngayon. So that's the biggest change, and it is all based on the peace process, and that is why we hold it so important. So patuloy pa rin at maganda talaga naman dito. It has always been a favorite spot of mine. Malayo lang kaya hindi ko na pupuntahan as much as I would like to. Di ba rin nakikita naman kami na Igop sa
Dr. Napong, Sir President, can you provide an update on infrastructure projects in Cebu, such as roads, bridges, and ports that are improving productivity and accessibility?
Yes, we just actually, let me start with the last, the connectivity and accessibility. We will just release, or we just earmark a big fund for the connectivity for all of Mindanao, but that will include the most important part of that system that we are putting together is yung tinatawag na last mile. So yun ang pinakamahirap. Pero ang gagawin natin kapag island, kagaya island province, kagaya ng Sulu, we will provide satellite connectivity kung ano yung kailangan. So we're working very hard on that dahil kung nais natin magdala ng investment, hindi maaring papasok ang kahit na anong seryoso na negosyo ngayon na walang internet. So, hinahanap talaga nila yan. So, that's what we are doing. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Will the appointment of Secretary Angara be the policy shift in education like the K-12?
Maybe a little bit because the last time I spoke to him, just after we announced that he was going to be the next Secretary of DepEd, nag-usap kami. And there are two elements that we paid attention to specifically. Number one was the employability. If you remember, ginawa natin yung K-12 dahil hinahanap ang years of training sa ating mga nag-apply. At sinasabi dito sa Pilipinas kulang dahil 10 years lang, kailangan 12 years. Okay, so that was the reason we did it, para employable yung mga graduate natin. Pero kung titignan natin, ang naging resulta, hindi tumaas, hindi gumanda ang employability nila. So we have to do something else. Kaya we were examining things like mini courses, yung mga 3 buwan, 6 na buwan, 1 year, short courses, para sa mga specialty. But we have to coordinate with the private sector so that the private sector will have also be able to have a guaranteed supply of skilled workers that will be coming into their own industries. So yung ganung klaseng coordination ay importante. Dahil kung minsan meron tayong mga livelihood project na tulungan ng livelihood pero wala namang trabaho pa rin. So, tinitiyak namin na paglabas na may magandang pag-asa, magandang magkatrabaho, if not directly already to an industry employer. The second part that we are looking at, of course, are the results in the international objective test that we are getting, especially in the STEM subjects, because that's where we are falling behind, and that is the area that is most in demand namin. But I reminded Senator Angara that the key to any successful program in the DepEd are the teachers. So I said we have to take care of the teachers. We have to even of course financial, to make sure that they can feed their families. Kasi we tend to forget sometimes that teachers have families. We see them just as teachers. They have families and they have to take care of their families. And they cannot teach properly kung inaalala nila yung lagay ng pamilya nila. So we have to make sure that they are in a good place so that the teachers can concentrate on actual teaching. The other part of it is non-financial, is the retraining. Because ang bilis, we all know, ang bilis ng development lalo na sa technology na within 1 year, obsolete na. Within 2 years, obsolete na. Kaya turuan natin ulit. So that's what we will do. We will beef up that part of it. And then we are beefing up also the feeding program kasi yung stunting problema pa rin sa mga eskwela natin, sa mga estudyante natin. So the DepEd has so many aspects to it. The one thing I asked of him was to please teach our children Philippine history, because I have seen my children's workbooks and there's very little said about the history of the Philippines, and that is so, for me, that is so important for the simple reason that that is what will make a child understand what it means to be a Filipino. Ito ang pinagdaanan ng aming lahi. Kaya kami nandito, kaya ganito kami, kaya ganyan ang ugali namin dahil sa aming kasaysayan. And that's the one thing that I asked of him. That's in the curriculum. We will also simplify the curriculum so that it is we go back to make sure that everybody understands the basics. Because marami pang hindi nasa grade 5 na, nasa grade 6 na, mahina pang pasa, mabagal, hindi na unawaan, hindi nakakasulat na mabuti. So that's, at saka yung mga simple na mathematics na exam, hindi nila kayang gawin. So yun ang kailangan talaga, basics. We have to go back to basics. So that's what we will do. There's a great deal more, but I could talk about this for a long time. But that's about those are the highlights of what we spoke.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Salamat.